Style takes too long. I can't fit anything. I have nothing in this closet. Oh, I'll just stay home. I need to purge my closet. Oh, but not that dress. Yo, Taylor here. If you ever thought to say one of these phrases, then this show is for you. Join me at the Style Table, where we'll have candid and fun conversations about real women's style issues and wardrobe dilemmas. We will discuss solutions and ideas that will give you a big sigh of relief. You'll learn ways to save money, make money, and enrich the lives of others with the clothes in your closet. We're going to take the stress out of your style. Hey everybody, it's Yo Taylor back here at the Style Table. I'm back again here with the lovely Bernie Frazier. She's the CEO of Career Compass LLC, and we're going to talk more style. She's going to remind us what she does, and then we're going to jump right into style because she and I are both tall women, and we're just going to talk about our issues with being tall and style. Welcome back to the show, Bernie.
Hi, thank you so much. And thank you for having me back.
So remind us what you do.
So I am a speaker, an author, and a career coach and strategist. I work with clients to help them primarily with their careers, whether it's finding a job, whether it's what I call blooming where they're planted. Maybe they're working for an organization, but they're wanting to grow more. Or if they're looking to figure out what they want to do next and build a strategy around the future of their career, I help them with that. So that is what I do. And, when we talk about style, I have so many thoughts on that. So I've been really looking forward to this conversation.
All right. So I'm going to ask you right now, what is your style? What is your signature look?
Oh, gosh. I think it depends on where I am. If it's more of an everyday, I'm a casual girl. I grew up, I played all kinds of sports, so I have more of that tomboyish in me. So I'm a blue jeans person. You'll see me with it could be anywhere from just a tank top type to full on sweater in the winter. But most of the time I'm going to have jeans on. That's just what I love. But, I told you I do speaking. And so when I'm doing speaking, I always try to do red. Like you can see today, this has become kind of a signature color. But, you can't wear the same red items all the time. So you have to constantly try to look for things. But, that is usually a signature color for me, unless there's some kind of special reason why I need to wear another color.
And red loves you as well. You look fabulous in that red. Yes, you should wear that all the time because it's gorgeous. It is absolutely gorgeous on you. Now, the two of us, we are tall. We had this discussion, and we're going to share this discussion with you guys listening. When you are a person who, I'm 5'8" and a half.
Okay.
And you said you're 5'9"-ish.
Yep, 5'9". And I'm 5'9"-ish with long legs. I have a short waist.
Ooh, okay. We're exactly the same.
Okay.
I have the same body type. And it's hard when your inseam is like for me, my inseam has to be like a 33. That's
what mine is, 33.
And it's hard to find in between. And then when you go shopping, and even when I'm shopping for clients, it's like trying to find it. It's like, okay, great. I found a tall pair of pants. It's gone. It's gone because there's the supplies for those are limited. It's like they only cut a certain amount.
Right.
And there's just not enough for everyone.
Yeah. And it's so frustrating. And for me, it's been like that since I was a teenager. I've been this height since I was 14. And, it has been a struggle. And literally 40 years later, it is still a struggle, but the generations have gotten taller. I see young girls now who are 6 feet, 6'1", and I'm thinking, my God, if I'm struggling, I don't even want to think about what their struggle is. And it just boggles the mind. that these designers won't wake up and come out of their box to start to design clothes for different body types and different heights. And, like you and I were talking about, it's interesting to me that they want models our height. The ideal model is between, I read like 5'9" to 5'10" or something like that. And I always think, yes, but you don't design clothes for them. And I just, it is such a source of frustration for me. And the worst part of it for me has always been pants, trying to find them long enough. Or if I can find a tall girl type of shop, they're dragging the ground because they're designed for women that are 6 feet and over. So for those of us between that 5'7", 5'11" stage, it's just a struggle. It really is.
and there's a group that's right in that sweet spot. If you are a size, say 16 to a size, I will even say 4, it's still hard to find. Mm-hmm. You can find tall plus size, mm-hmm. but to find tall average size,
good luck.
To smaller, it's tough. It's really tough. There are very few options for you.
Mm-hmm.
I wear dresses a lot just because of the frustration. Thank the Lord for crop pants.
Exactly.
For years, I used to wear pants a size larger just to get a few extra inch, like an extra quarter of an inch or something in my pants. But really, the pants were just bigger and the same length.
Yeah. And, that always, cracks me up that, okay, so because it's a size larger, it should automatically be longer. Right. I mean, even the logic there, it just doesn't make sense. But, these designers, I'm not sure what the rationale is, although I could say follow the money. I would imagine that maybe they're thinking there isn't enough money in it. But the few places that do sell talls, there's one place that I find that does sell talls, they are always out of stock.
Mm-hmm.
They're always out of stock. So I keep thinking, why are these designers not understanding that there is a huge market out here for those of us who are not height challenged?
Right.
Because we have needs.
We do. And for me, it's also arm length. So many times I wear cuff bracelets a lot now just because it just kind of camouflages the fact that my sleeves, it's so hard to get sleeves and things that are long enough. Now, of course, we can get custom made things. Of course we can. Mm-hmm. But that costs a lot of money and time. You need to be able to grab and go. When you own a company like you do, you're busy and you don't have time to go to a tailor, have everything custom made. Mm-hmm. Sometimes that takes a long time.
Right. It does. And, it definitely does.
Yeah, time and a lot of money. So we definitely need something that's just for us that we can go online and buy, and we want tailored pieces, not just jeans or clothes that are like, we need more than yoga pants. We deserve more than just yoga pants.
Exactly. What's really frustrating is you have so many women designers out here and they don't even get it. So I would give the men some slack. They aren't a woman. They don't live the frustrations. But I think about all of these female designers and I keep thinking, how do you not see this? How are you not getting it? It's interesting as it is. I have long arms, but finding sleeve length for the most part has not been a big issue for me. I can't quite explain why, but I'm very appreciative. For me, it's always been the pants. Mm-hmm. Always been pants. I mean, literally for probably the last 3 to 4 years, I have been looking for a nice pair of black slacks. I mean, think about that. I'm talking, now I have black slacks. I probably have 4 or 5 pair, but 3 of them are identical because when I found them long enough, I bought 3, but they still aren't quite the material I want because they suck lint in. And so I'm trying to
Mm.
find a material, that wears well, travels well. It doesn't gather that lint. And honest to goodness, I've been looking 3 to 4 years and I still have not found any. Or correction, I have found some, but they were 2 inches too short.
Yeah, I know a lot of people wear New York and Company for
Mm-hmm.
that length, and some, but again, it's just a matter of stock.
Yeah. And
Most what
that's,
I'm Yeah, I'm finding that when I was thinking about starting a business just for tall women,
mm-hmm.
um, it was the matter of the manufacturers would only cut a certain one type of pant. They would make some that were longer, and that they would just ship that same look to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And you could buy overages of a company that might buy a big batch of it. So if you're a smaller store, smaller boutique, you're going to run out quick because you don't have access to get large amounts of those things. Because
Mm-hmm.
like you said, we're the next generation. I mean, people are tall. The kids are tall. They're wearing their shoes are larger. And I remember the shoe issue too. If
Mm-hmm.
you were size
Oh,
9 up, it used to be tough. But now, like a size 10 is almost the average size shoe. 9,
yeah.
10 is
It's
the average
super
size shoe.
common. But
Right?
what's interesting, even with that, because I do wear a 10, and I have prayed for years that my feet wouldn't grow because most of the places where you can find shoes, they stop at a 10. And they have for decades. There are a few places that are starting to wake up, but I'm telling you, I've been like, please, God, don't let my feet grow, because then I won't be able to find shoes. And I've had friends that have struggled because they wear a 10 and a half or an 11. One
Hmm.
friend, she has corns because she's not quite a 10, but she's not an 11, and she has a narrow foot. So there have been many times she's kind of squeezed her foot into a size 10, but it's done damage to her toes as a
And
result.
that's so, listen, the one thing I preach is buy good shoes. Do not crush your feet in shoes.
Don't.
It is
Mm-hmm.
not worth it.
Yep.
My gosh, put your feet in good shoes, period. If you have to spend the money, it just is what it is.
Yeah,
Spend the money. Right
exactly.
now, Nordstrom's is having their anniversary sale. Now's the time. Go stock up on those shoes, but get good shoes. Nordstrom's actually they do have some tall women, things for tall women. I do shop there for my clients. I do shop there for shoes too, because usually
Hmm.
women who are taller have larger feet.
Right.
So they need shoes that are going to fit. And Nordstrom's has a nice selection of shoes for women with larger feet, like myself.
Yeah.
And
And the thing that's also important too is these designers need to realize that just because we're taller doesn't mean we want to wear clothes that look like they're made for 90-year-old women.
that part.
I just, and that's been a big part of the struggle. And honest to goodness, about 6 months ago, I was sitting around thinking, why can't I find clothes I like? And I think some of it is because of my location. I'm in St. Louis. St. Louis is not the bastion of fashion. And you could go in these stores and clearly see that. But I used to be able to find stuff. What has happened? And it dawned on me that so many of the stores where I used to shop have closed. If you
Hmm.
remember names like Paul Harris, The Limited,
Woo! Yes, yes.
Casual Corner, Karen Charles, which was it was a sister store to Casual Corner, but a
Hmm.
step up. And I
Yes.
went so many of these places where I used to find, cute tops and things like that. I went, they're gone. So I
Hmm.
go into a department store now. I won't name names. And I'm going, oh God, is this it? Or everything looks the same. And I
Yeah.
always like tops, especially tops that have something that's a little different to them. Even with this one, I didn't want just a standard neckline. I'm like,
Mhm.
offer me something that has a little bit of a twist to it. But I just think I'm to the point now where I need clothes now. I just won't even look because it's so frustrating because I can't find anything. Or if I do, again, mainly with the pants, it's too short.
Mhm. Yeah, it is. It is. It is a challenge. I will say I'm a shopper. I'm a power shopper. I get the deal. I will hunt. Till I get the deal, and I love to shop. So that's my jam. So
Oh,
I'm here
lucky
for you
you.
at any time. But I will tell you this, y'all. If you need help with that, I'm a wardrobe strategist. I love it. Come to Yo Taylor at the Style Table. You can hit me up on Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook. I have to plug myself again, but
Absolutely.
because I love it. My husband's so happy that the boxes are going to somebody else's house and not to his house. So he's in full support of my my
Oh, I
career
bet.
choice.
I bet.
But it is a challenge to find things that aren't cookie cutter.
Hmm.
And so you have to delve in. And there's so many of these online stores that you have to kind of be careful too, because if you notice the same models are in the same all these same online stores, and
Hmm.
the top will be $39, but you'll look and there'll be five other stores with the same model with the same top.
Right.
So that's because they're cutting a certain amount of all these clothes, and they just push them out. And you want to be careful, read the reviews, um, verified reviews at least, as much as you can, to make
Hmm.
sure that what you're paying for, because I know you could say, oh, well, it's just $39, but you can end up buying it and then you don't want to ship it back because it was $39. Then you got to pay
Right.
for shipping if you're going to ship it back. Most of the time you'll just keep it, and then you've got a whole, and you know why I'm saying this? Because I did it.
Oh,
So
yeah,
that's
I have too. Yeah, and it's interesting on certain social media platforms. They market to you, and I
hmm
will see the most gorgeous clothes, and I go, "Oh, that is so cute." But like you, I've learned the hard way that sometimes, even when the price, it seems like a good price, it's not dirt cheap, the quality still isn't there.
right. Oh
And I
no,
go,
it's not,
oh,
no,
it's,
because anything
yeah.
can be photographed to look fabulous
Mm-hmm. Then when you get
on the
it, that
model.
material is horrible. It doesn't lay the same way. You're afraid to wash it because heaven knows, it's just going to break apart in the washing machine. And
hmm
it's so frustrating because I go, now these are the kind of styles that I'd like to see in the stores. But I don't see them. It's very
Well, if
basic,
you
it's
do,
very
you're going
cookie
to pay
cutter.
a
And then
considerable
again,
amount
some of the
more.
things
I
that you
mean, they're
see,
going to
it's coming
be
from, countries that are halfway around the world, and it's going to take 8 weeks to get there. I'm like, well, summer will be over in 8 weeks. I won't need it then. And
right.
so it is, yeah, it's certainly
Well, the
frustrating.
supply chain issue right now is real.
Many of us have been burned by some of the things that you see online. They look gorgeous, the style, the color, and you go, oh, they have my size and it's reasonably priced. And then when you get it and you pull it out and you look and you go, this material is horrible. It
hmm
feels like a Brillo pad, or, it's like, okay, the way it's showing that it will flow, there's no way this is going to move like that says it would, or the colors are off, or and so, to me, that's some of the downside of everything being done online now. You can't really touch and see what it is you're buying. You just have to take a chance. And unfortunately, with a lot of the clothes that may look beautiful, they just don't live up to the hype.
Right. And that's why you want to go with like classic designers that you
Hmm.
trust. And I also recommend going the route of consignment. There are
Hmm.
stores online, consignment stores online. I love the Real Real. I'm going to give Nordstrom's a shout out, but I'm also going to give Real Real a shout out because I've bought some fabulous things from the Real Real. The quality is good because they only accept the highest level designers.
Okay.
So, but you're going to get it at a fraction of the cost.
Mm-hmm.
So you can get those beautiful, unique things that no one else will have that will attract your attention. That are because they qualify. They make sure that it's in good condition.
Okay.
That it's
I need to check them out because I haven't looked at them. So I'm excited.
Yeah. So that's definitely been very helpful in helping clients find unique individual things. They have a pretty decent return policy. But you're also knowing that you're going to get fabrics that are beautiful, and because they're higher end designers. And if you check your local consignment shops too.
Yeah, I'll have to do that because there are a number of them here that I see, and you think, oh, I need to go do that, and then it's always that you're going to get around to it, but I need to really push it up higher on my priority list. And I've had some minor success even with some boutiques.
Mm-hmm.
Interestingly enough, it's been more the boutiques that are not in St. Louis, but I've learned now that when I travel, try to find boutiques because I have been able to find a few things there. Sometimes you'll pay a little bit more for it because, again, they're not doing the bulk buy. But if you're looking for something that's just a little different, and you know how we women are, we do not want to see other women in our stuff.
Exactly.
So it's a good way too.
Absolutely. And those boutiques, those consignment shops, those are owned by women. So we are supporting, women-owned businesses.
True.
I remember when I discovered Peepers glasses and Peepers readers, and I was in a little boutique in this town. My husband and I went on the whiskey trail with my sister and her fiance, and there was this really cool boutique. They had just all this fun, funky stuff in this little town in Kentucky. But I found they had the Peepers glasses. And so I've been hooked ever since on Peepers. And so, but I didn't even know about them until I happened to go into this boutique about 3 or 4 years ago. So boutiques have a lot of interesting things. They curate a lot of really cute, unique things. And again, most of those businesses are women owned. So
that's true.
You want to support female businesses. So
absolutely. Maybe they will help us out, and they should, a little bit more than what we've been getting from some of the larger stores.
Yeah. And when you go to some of these big women retreat conventions, a lot of those vendors also have clothes, lots of clothes, and unique jewelry items that you can kind of look at. That way you can feel and see and touch the material, so you kind of know.
For sure.
But I would also recommend looking at materials. Know the materials that you like. Know the materials that you really like. I always recommend all natural fabrics as much as possible. So then when you look at something, you go, well, what's this material? Okay, this is material I know I don't like.
Okay. Now, that's interesting that you say all natural materials, because I've heard some people, they will lean the other way. And I think for me, over time, I like the breathability of natural materials, but they're harder to maintain. They wrinkle so badly. And I think that's the big one with some of the man-made materials. You could ball them up and sit on them for a year. And when you open it up, it's still wrinkle-free.
There is a designer in Chicago. I like her, Maria Pinto. Maria Pinto. And her fabrics are very unique. Her prices, it's a little up there, but I will tell you, they're clothes that you will keep forever. They travel well. And I just love the cut and fit. For what I understand, I believe she's even Michelle Obama has worn
Oh,
some of
wow.
her things as well. But
Okay.
and she was at a pop-up shop here where I live, and she was lovely. She was a lovely lady. It was a brief meeting, but she was very
Mm-hmm.
lovely to all the
Okay.
people who were
Yeah, I
shopping.
had to write those down. I'm like, okay, Real, Peepers, Maria Pinto, you're giving me all of these good tips.
Yeah, yeah. So I like to make things easy. I think shopping should be pleasurable. Some things
Mm-hmm.
that you have to invest in. I also think when you get to the point where you're going to be photographed a lot, and I think sometimes rent the runway because you don't need, especially if you're going
Mm-hmm.
to like galas and things like that. You really do you need all these ball gowns in
Right.
your formal
Exactly.
things in your closet? No, you need space for more fun clothes, things that you wear every
Right.
day, like really cute athletic wear.
Yep. And it's funny. Like I said, I'm more of not a tomboy, but I skew more that way. I'm a jeans person. I like casual. I like comfortable. And especially as I get older, and I try to avoid things like formal events, after five events. One, like the plague. One, because I think, oh, this is so frou frou, and it's so not me. But I'll be honest with you. You hit the nail on the head. A big part of it is, I think, I don't want to have to go and buy this dress. Then I need the shoes. Then I need the bag, for an event that's going to last 3 hours. And, you can't wear it to the next event or the next event. And I just think, what a waste of money. And again, especially because I'm just not big on those types of events anyway. So I'm,
Right.
of course, looking for an excuse not to go. And that's often the excuse. So I think you just took that excuse away from me.
Yeah, just go rent that dress, wear it, send it back, and keep it moving.
Yeah.
Because this is all dressing is that's the reason why I call myself a wardrobe strategist because it is a
Mm-hmm.
strategy, and the
Mm-hmm.
strategy has to align with your lifestyle. And
Right.
in order for you to
Right.
get dressed in a hurry, you don't need a whole bunch of cocktail dresses or dresses that you probably won't wear again because you've already been photographed in them. Send that dress back and
Mm-hmm.
let it live on and help protect the planet by being reloved by somebody else, and it's
Right.
not in your closet. You want to buy the staples of
Exactly.
the things that you love and the things that you can count on, like a good pair of black pants that
Mm.
fit, that don't get a whole lot of lint on them, right?
Exactly. Yes. Yes. It's like if you can find them. Oh my goodness.
Exactly.
Yeah. And
Well,
it's funny you mentioned New York and Company. That's exactly where the three pair I told you I have that are identical. That's where I got them from. But again, they are lint collectors, and it just drives me crazy. And I said, one of these days, I'm actually going to find these black slacks I've been looking for.
well, we will see what comes up here at the style table. My little wheels are turning. So,
Good.
yes, yes. So, Bernie, please tell us again, how can we get in contact with you? Because we talked about all these fashion dilemmas, but
Hmm.
we still have to look good so we can hire you so you can help us get the job, get the career, get the business, get the life we really want.
Absolutely. Yeah. And that is true. And I think nowadays a lot of people, they discount the importance of appearance when they are at work and when they are pursuing work. And it's so important because it's all a part of the impression that you're making. And
Mhm.
if you want help beyond the work that Yo can do with you, she can make you look good. And then I can help you navigate your career and advance your career. You can reach me. My website is careercompassllc.com. So you think about the word career and the navigational tool, a compass, llc.com. You can also reach me at info@careercompassllc.com as well.
And you guys know where you can find me. I'm at thestyletable.com. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. On Facebook, I'm at the Style Table LLC, and you can see Bernie and many other ladies who are talking about fashion and talking about their business and all sorts of things that will help you make better choices in your life, in your career and future. And of course, style.
That's
At the
right.
Style Table LLC on YouTube, please subscribe.